This is Mrs. Thompson. You are looking at fractions with different denominators and fractions with common denominators, and we are adding and subtracting. In your notes, you should be in section 5152, adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. How do you add and subtract algebraic fractions? Well, one of the first things you should have down, number one, is that you want to leave some space to show you're multiplying. So when you look at your fractions, and you'll see this in just a minute, so you want to leave some space to show multiplying each fraction by. So you want to show your work as you're multiplying your fraction to get that common denominator. As you take a look at the second step is to make sure you have a common denominator. So leave some space to multiply. You need to get, or I would say probably better to get a common denominator. So you want to get a common denominator. Make sure you decide what that is. That's usually going to be your least common denominator. Your third step is then going to be to add or subtract your numerator. And now you're always working with the numerator once you have a common denominator. So add or subtract the numerator. And this should all be over or divided by your common denominator. The last step is to simplify. Now, right below this in your notes, you should have two examples that we are going to take a look at. The first example you're going to see, and one of the key things, remember, in adding fractions with different denominators is first rewrite it so the denominators are the same. Choose a denominator that is the least common multiple, add or subtract your numerator, and then simplify. Your two examples, number one, if you would please write this on your paper, x divided by 4 minus 4x times 5. Now when we look at 4 and 5, what we notice is that the common denominator has to be a 4 and 5, 20. So when I talked about leaving some space, what we want to do is we want to take 5 over 5 times our original fraction, which was x over 4. In the second fraction, here what you're going to do with this minus, you're going to put that with the new numerator, so that negative 4x, always move it to the numerator, not the denominator, divided by 5. And then we have to multiply to get my common denominator of 20, both of these by 4. This is what I want you to definitely show. I want you to show in your homework tonight what you are multiplying by, so that we now have 5x over 20. And if we are looking at our second term, we have plus a negative 16x over 20. Now, adding 5x and a negative 16 is going to leave us with a solution of a negative 11x over 20. Now, some people will sometimes put that negative out in front, and it really doesn't matter. You also can put it in the denominator, but my suggestion is just keep it up in that numerator. That's the best way to do that problem. The second example that you want to put on your paper under example 2 is 6 divided by t plus 7/9. Again, as you start to do this, show what you're multiplying by. Now, if t and 9, my common denominator is going to be 9t. So I need to multiply so that I get a common denominator of 9t. I have to multiply t times 9, and I have to take the 9 times t. But remember, when you multiply, you must multiply by the same thing in numerator and denominator to keep the same problem. As we're multiplying here, we have 9 times 6, which gives us 54, plus 7t divided by 9t. Notice we do have a common denominator. It is 9t. But in our numerator, we have 54 plus 7t. These are not like terms. We cannot add them together. This is our final answer. And I know to some of you it doesn't look that nice and clean, but this is what happens as we work with some of our algebraic fractions. The practice problems that I need you to write down, if you need to pause the video, please do so. Practice A is 3/5 plus 2 over y. Again, make sure you're leaving some space so that you can show me what you're going to multiply by. The next problem, 2x divided by 7 minus x over 2. And the last one, 4 divided by x plus 1 over 9. We're going to do the first one together. You will do the next two to have ready in class tomorrow. So my common denominator of 5 and y is going to be 5y. Since I know my common denominator has to be 5y, that means I need to take both the numerator and denominator times y, and here I need to take both the numerator and denominator times 5. Here, when I multiply 3 times y, I get 3y. Plus, in our numerator, in the second term, we are going to have 2 times 5, which gives us 10. Our one common denominator is 5y, and in the numerator, we have 3y plus 10. It's your turn to try B and C. We will check these in class tomorrow. Hope this lesson went well. This is a nice short one. Tomorrow we'll be doing some work with both adding and subtracting fractions and the multiplying and dividing.